Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new video. I will be showing you the new Red Velvet Dragon team with our new member right on the screen, Black Raisin, who got a magic candy. Why is she in this team? Well, her candy gives her a weakness effect. Even if it's stated a little differently, this is indeed the weakness debuff. And as you know, weakness has always been a very big part of Red Velvet Dragon. So, of course, here she comes to replace Mango, who previously did weakness. But the good thing about her is that she's not random like Mango is. So, that's why she will now be taking place in the team for Dragon. So, I will show you how to run the exact same team. This video did take a few more days than I wanted it to, because every time I thought I had it under control, an entirely new strategy dropped around the theme, and a lot of people did help me with this video. I will show them on the screen right now. They all helped me primarily in my own Discord server. You can join that, link in the description below. But yeah, very many thanks to these people, because I would not be doing the damage I am without them. So yeah, let's go into the team. So the team is still the same as before, but with one new member, Black Raisin, which means Milky Way, Margarine, Rockstar, Prune Juice, and now, wait, this is Margarine? Black Raisin, with the treasures being the same, of course. One thing you have to note is that the whistle, which bonuses go onto 2 cookies, will have to be going onto Black Raisin and onto Prune Juice in this strategy. So, I will be showing you the toppings right away. So, for the toppings, for Milky Way, you will want at least 22.6, I would say, cooldown. You previously needed more cooldown with the Mango strat, but Black Raisin's candy does a little bit of amplified debuff, which means that you can actually lower Milky Way's cooldown and still be fine. I am still using the same cooldown as in the Mango sets, but you can just lower it a bit, increase it a bit, it doesn't really matter that much. As long as you do not have any attack speed on her. Attack speed on Milky Way can completely mess up your defense down, so you definitely want to avoid it as much as you can. And for her promotion, I recommend at least 3A so that she doesn't accidentally die. Margarine. For Margarine, I also recommend at least for him to be ascended to 3A, because otherwise it's a very close call whether he lives or not. For Toppings, we will be running a 3 attack and a 2 crit set, a little raffle apparently. Why is this? Because we don't want him to be taking the whistle anymore. And because we don't want him to be taking the whistle anymore, means that we have to increase his damage resist so he doesn't die. His damage resist should be at least 20%, but I'd highly recommend at least 25 for safety. And his cooldown, it has to be between 5 and 6%. If you have, for example, 7% cooldown, he might be casting too fast and not dodging when he should be, because he's in ambush and he dodges during his skill. And if he doesn't dodge when he should be, he might take more damage than he needs to be. For the rest, just focus on attack subs and crit subs. Now, difficult child, Rockstar. Your Rockstar very much depends on your promotion. For Rockstar, you definitely need at least for him to be 2A, so ascended twice. And your set does change depending on what your ascension is. So for example, I have a 5A Rockstar, and for 5A you would run 2 almonds and 3 crit pieces. Some people actually run 2 almonds, 2 crit pieces, and 1 attack piece, but I prefer this one just because it's easier and whatever. For cooldown, you want it to be at least 5 to 6%. Around there is the best. And of course you want them to have 5% crits, but with crit toppings that shouldn't be an issue. For lower promotions, for example, if you have him at 2A, you definitely want him to have like 4 almonds and 1 crits. If you have him at 3A or 4A, you want him to have like 3 almonds and then 2 crits. Yeah? Because that way he can still survive but still heal very well. Now, let's go to Prune. Prune, full cooldown set. For him, 5A absolutely required. You cannot go lower than 5A or he will just downright die. For him, at least 20% cooldown, so about 20 to 21%, around that is probably optimal. Some people say 24, but this is absolutely not needed. It's just a waste of stats and you will definitely just lower your attack for no reason. And his damage resist needs to be above 20%. Some people will get away with less, But those people have really good labs, a really good statue, and most importantly, really good guild relics. So I would definitely go above 20% to play it safe. And then, very important, invest as much into attack and crit subs as you can, because he is still the main damage dealer in this comp. And do keep in mind, he needs to have the whistle. An issue that I see quite a lot is that people do not have whistle and prune unintentionally, and he just keeps dying and they don't understand why is he dying. He needs that whistle, otherwise he can't survive either. And that's why I run my margarine on a mix set, so that doesn't happen. Now, a new member, Black Raisin. Black Raisin will be on a full cooldown set, and she will be needing at least 2 to 3A in promotion, should be enough. For her, you want at least 23% cooldown so that she dodges at the appropriate time. And I definitely recommend at least 15% damage resist, but realistically, to be more accessible, and especially if you have lower than 5A, I would recommend at least 20% damage resist. As for her, she deals more damage when she crits, so you want to get her as much crit as you can, alright? And for Candy, it does need to be at least level 10, otherwise she does not apply any weakness, and then she might as just well be dead weight, so you definitely need her Candy at least level 10. Her Candy, once it's at level 10, is better than almost every team except Mango at a high Candy level. If you have a Mango with a high Candy level, then you definitely need your Black Raisin to be level 20 before it becomes better. So, that's it for the team and the toppings. As I said before, your whistle has to go onto prune juice and Black Raisin. Some people have their whistle on margarine, but this makes Black Raisin very much struggle to survive, because she does not have high HP whatsoever. Her HP did not get buffed very much. She still has stats of an old cookie, so that's why we try to get the whistle on her so she survives as better as she can. So yeah, let's get right into this team, shall we? Okay, so the timing is very similar to the old Mango team. I'm gonna go onto 1 speed for convenience here. At the start, you queue up Margarine, and after Margarine goes, you pretty much just have to spam everyone. Why do you have to spam everyone? Because your Milky Way has to move before this timer goes on to 59. If she moves before the timer goes on 59, she goes into a train, pauses briefly, and then rides into the dragon. If she casts at 59, this means that the dragon will react to her 1 second slower compared to 1 second. Which means if you cast her early, the entire battle moves 1 second quicker, and that also means you get 1 second of extra damage. And in this case, that would mean you get at least like 20 or 30 million extra, which very greatly matters. So, we start off by queuing Margarine, and then we will spam Rockstar, Prune, Black Raisin, and last, Milky Way. Milky Way pretty much always has to be last, otherwise she does not cast in time. So, we approach the fight. And immediately after, we just spam everyone, and then use Milky Way. It doesn't matter if these two get interchanged or get tapped at the same time, as long as everyone has casted right before the 1 minute mark. And then we just keep spamming everyone until it's time for Rockstar to cast again. So we keep spamming everyone. And now it's time for Rockstar to cast again, but instead of casting him, we will be putting the Q on someone else. I'm just using Margarine. And we will be casting Rockstar once the dragon raises its head and like opens its mouth to like scream at us, which is about 45 on the clock. Why? Because otherwise the healing will not be enough and your Prune or your Black Raisin will probably die. So you have to delay him slightly. 47, 46, and 45, and then we press Rockstar. And then we keep spamming the rest. And now pretty much for the rest of the battle, we just keep spamming everyone else. Just keep spamming Prune, Margarine, pretty much everyone. This does make the strategy a lot easier to pull off. Special brew coming right up. Again, the map is open and we press Rockstar. And that's everyone else. If you are worried about how low my cookies get, that is very valid. I purposely lower my DR as much as I can just to add more attack subs and to just do better damage. That's why my cookies do get as low as they do.
Special brew coming right up.
And that's that. I have a level 20 candy, so this is not my damage potential. But the good thing about the strategy is, unlike Mango was completely random with his skill. So he could be doing like 100 million more, 100 million less. You really didn't know. It really depended on the waves. So even if this number isn't as high as Mango would be, at least not right now, it's so much more consistent. And that's what makes it better overall. So yeah, I will be moving on to the non-commentary version where I shut my mouth, and I will show you how it's done without any pauses also. So let's go right into that one, shall we?
Let's go!
Special brew coming right up.
Let's go!
Special brew coming right up.
Feel the rod, Spirit! Let's go!
Special brew coming right up.
hiding.
Special brew coming right up.
No point in hiding.
Special brew coming right up.
No point in
Feel
hiding.
the rod, Spirit!
Special brew coming right up.
What a breeze!
No point in hiding.
Feel the rod, Spirit!
Special brew coming right up.
What a breeze!
No point in hiding.
Now, some of you may be watching this video and wondering, oh, but I saw another YouTuber do way more damage. Like, what? Like, does that make the strategy worse? Well, that's first of all up to you. Second of all, yes, my damage is not as good as others. Why is that? Well, many reasons. One reason, my candy level, it's not level 30, which means you lose a lot of damage. It's estimated that you get about 40 million candy level, so you very much have to keep that one in mind. Another one, they might be playing on a low level. If you did not know, it's easier to get high damage on a lower level because the minions that the Red Velvet Dragon spawn, if the minions that they spawn, it's got less HP on low level, and if you kill them easier, you have more access to damage the boss itself, which means that you can get more damage in, and that's why hitting low level gives you more damage. So some people may use that, like, oh, I do 650 million, and then they play on like level 70. So yeah, another reason why, probably guild relics. If you didn't know, guild relics very greatly affect the damage that you do. For example, where is it? The Moonstone. The Moonstone increases your crit damage, and if you level this thing up, you get like 5 million just from leveling this thing up. And mine is level 13, for example. And if you go to like a very professional guild, they will have level 20 of these, and that very quickly adds up. I don't have max labs, max relics, you know the deal. So, but why do I still make these videos? Because I want this to be accessible. A lot of guides are on like Korean or like, well, Chinese or Mandarin, whatever it is. And those have very high relics, very high stats, and it may just be unrealistic for people, especially people that don't speak the language or people that, for example, just don't have the same labs and such. And that's why I make these videos, to make it accessible to everyone. Will I call this theme accessible? Absolutely not. This theme is not accessible considering you need a 5-way prune. But there are very other ways to go about this. For example, if you remember this sherb composition, if you replace your Eclair with a black Raisin that has like a level 10 candy, this will do more damage than just using Eclair. Like, if you are using this team still, replace your Eclair. It's time, let him go. You will do more damage, I promise you. So, it very much matters. And yeah, that's why I make these videos. I know it's just a bit of a ramble, but I want to just put that out there. So yeah, this will be it for me from this video. I hope this is helpful for you. And again, I'm sorry that this took so long, and I'm actually sorry that I haven't uploaded in a while. Work pretty much has been kicking my ass, so I've been very busy lately because of that. But I try to get into the flow again and upload more guides, so maybe I'll see you again soon. Goodbye, everyone!